Hi, everybody. I'm Professor Loushine, or Dr. Loushine. I'm going to be your instructor for this online section of Safety 380, Introduction to Occupational Safety and Health. This is a course that I took over and rebuilt probably about 6 or 7 years ago. Haven't taught in a little while, and so there's going to be some cobwebs that we knock out of this Canvas site, and I was just told I was going to teach this about a month ago. So I'm going to go with it. A little bit about me. And one thing I'll bring to this class is that, keep this a secret, but I've been working part-time as a safety EHS manager. It's EHS manager with a company out of Madison. And I've been doing it part-time and still working at the university. But I've got some fantastic experiences, pictures, videos, experiences that I'm going to add to this course just to give you insight. And with that, I'll just let you know if you ever have any questions, if you're working in safety or you get a friend or a parent, I'd be happy to help. A lot of people come to me with questions. As far as my background, I started my career with OSHA in Minnesota. I was a compliance officer, so I've got a lot of experience in the inner workings of OSHA, doing OSHA inspections, which I tried to build into this course. When I was going to grad school, I was working as an assistant safety director with the state of Wisconsin, and I did a bunch of stuff there too. So I've got a very broad experience. Broad experience doesn't sound right, but you understand what I mean. I've got a lot of different, a range of experiences when it comes to safety, and I'll try to bring it all to this class. So what I'd like to do here is just keep this simple and just kind of show you how to get going with this class, how it's built. So we do have to use Respondus Monitor for the quizzes. We don't have a quiz in week 1, but weeks 2 through 14 we do have quizzes. It's a requirement. I apologize. I've got an intro message, and then this is the video that you're watching right now. So if I send it through an email, you are watching it, but that's it. I also did a Get to Know Safety Pro this year. You can watch that. It's just 2 minutes. It's something ASSP, which is the American Society of Safety Professionals. They've been doing it to kind of highlight some of their volunteer leaders. I'm currently the vice president for Region 5, which means I oversee 15 chapters and 14 sections from North Dakota all the way down to Illinois and over to Kansas. So yeah, that's what I do. And so there'll probably be in a few weeks I have to go to Omaha for a 3-day meeting. And I'm actually going to be interviewed there too for another podcast. Oh, and I was interviewed by Safety Labs by Slice July. So it just came out not too long ago, I think just early August. So if you have time or if you're interested, especially if you're going into safety and you're going to have me as a professor, you probably want to watch this because I share a lot of insight into some of the things I've been working on. All right, let's go to the syllabus. I already brought it up. Pretty simple. We're an online section. I broke down the class so you'll be seeing things by week. I want to try to keep everybody on the same pace. Just makes it more manageable from an instructor perspective or a facilitator. We have 2 books for this class, and they look huge. Don't be afraid because we're not going to read the whole thing. I've got certain pages that we'll be reading, certain chapters. You can get it through the book rental on campus or order it through the website. If you need help with that, let me know. But using these 2 things, you put in the semester, the course, me, and then I think it's like $1 to rent both of the big books. So this course is intro. What I wanted you to do is give you an introduction to what it's like to practice in this profession. Some of the major organizations that support it. I'll talk about OSHA, the inner workings of OSHA, teach you how to look up standards and interpret standards. And then I'm going to go over all the different types of hazards and injuries out there and kind of show you which standards cover them. Yeah, so that's basically it. Let's see here. Here's a breakdown. So I'd like you to go take the survey. I'll show that to you. Actually, show it to you right now. It's not long at all. Just a little bit of information about you. It just kind of helps me get to know you. And you'll be finding that right here, pre-semester survey. Click on the pre-semester link, and then I'll get it, and I'll be awarding you 2 points for it. 2 points. We have weekly quizzes, but not in the first week. I'll take the top 10 of the 12. Weekly assignments, and we do have one this week. I'll show it to you in a moment. Everything's due by Sunday night at midnight. 11:59 because midnight's kind of a weird thing. So please try to get that stuff in on time, please. You turn it in by Monday morning. I probably won't take any points off, but if it's turned in Monday night, Tuesday, I take off 10% per day. Or if you ask for an extension, I should be able to afford that to you. The course project, it's fairly simple. We'll be talking about it or assigning it in week 9. You can either, if you have an older computer, access to one, you can download the OSHA hazard identification tool and play with it and then report how you scored in the 3 different scenarios. If you don't have access to that or if you don't feel like it, you can just do an independent topic that we can work together and agree upon. It's for you to just to get a little bit more of a practical or applied experience for the course. And then the final exam is cumulative, but it's actually, you're going to be watching accident videos and interpreting them. And you're going to be looking some things up on different websites and doing some injury and illness calculations. So I think it's a pretty cool exam. Not a lot of work. Here's all the basic stuff. Don't cheat. Ask me questions if you need it. Here's the schedule, topics, and the assignments. But of course, the Canvas page gives you a better presentation of all this stuff because you can just click on it. So that's really everything for now. We will revisit this kind of stuff. So back to here. So that's the pre-semester survey. I've got a video I made when we were going online with everything just to help people become learners. It's optional. Here's information about Respondus Monitor that you have to use for the quizzes. For week 1, I only have 1 lecture. I'm just talking about the safety profession. So here's my lecture. It's 22 minutes. This is an old study sheet. I used to use it in the class. I'm just providing it to you, and it's meant to kind of guide you on the things that I care about, that I'd want you to kind of think about. I want you to take a look at the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics stats on the safety profession. And I just used this for a report, which is kind of funny. This is a NIOSH report that shows there is going to be, this is from 2011, and it says that we're going to have a deficiency when it comes to degreed safety professionals in the field. And now that it's 2023, we are realizing it. We are. There are so many job opportunities in this field, and which is why I was able to pick up this part-time gig. But we've got some pseudo universities giving out watered-down degrees in safety, and these people are going on, they don't know how to practice. And so when we talk about the Bureau of Labor Statistics, I don't know, maybe that's module 3, I'll kind of show you some of those numbers. All right, and now, so I'll have multimedia beyond the lecture. I want you to watch these 3 videos. Warning, if you if you suffer from post-traumatic stress or don't like to see, if it bothers you to see someone get injured, maybe not watch these. Maybe just be careful when you do and look away when the bad things happen. But it's all meant to kind of lay a baseline for why we do what we do. And that is to protect lives, to protect livelihood, to protect wellness of workers. And here's 3 examples. I just want to kind of lay the foundation. Each week, there's going to be a reflection questions. This is what you're going to be turning in. I think I've got a copy of it right here. So for week 1, it's about the safety profession. I have 3 questions. And if we were to go back, if you click on the assignment, I try to give you some information why reflection is so important. So what I'm going to be asking you to do is just provide 1 to 2 paragraphs per item, and then here's the grading criteria. So it's going to be the same every week. After the first week, there'll be 2 lectures actually, so it'll be a little bit longer, but we're starting out at an easy pace, if you will. That's it, and then you upload it. It could be a Word or a PDF, whatever you want to do. If you ever have questions you want to share with me and the classmates, you can post it here on the discussion board, or you can just email me straight away. I've got the future lectures closed, but I did provide the semester project, if you want to look at it, and the course evaluation at the end that's required. So that's all that we can see right now. Then over on the right, there will always be, what is to do, what's coming up. I will be, one thing is, as we get going, I'll find out if there's a time in which you want me to hold an office hour. I'm usually going to be available, Wednesdays all day, except for when I lecture. Mondays all day, no problem. I'm going to be available on Sundays and Thursday night. So I'll be flexible, and I'll be getting that out to you as well. But that's really it. I just wanted to kind of get you rolling here with what's expected, kind of the basic structure of the class and how it flows. And besides that, I really look forward to working with you this semester. And even if you're not a safety student, and there a lot are not in this particular section, I hope there is something you take away, because this is valuable knowledge and skills that you'll learn in this class. That no matter what degree you're in or what career you're going into, you could probably make use of it. So, see you in the next lecture.